Howdy, everybody. This thing takes forever. Otherwise, I'd have been right. I'd be talking to you like, hey, how are you? We're starting the show, which we are. Okay, we got it over there. I'll just do all that every show to get it over to the Facebook Biker News Canada group because it won't let me share for some reason on the Biker News Canada page, which I kind of want to get everybody kind of headed in that direction soon. I got me a new, it's a cheap microphone, but I bought it. I'm going to try using it here for a while, see how it works for us. A little one that goes, got its own little stand, chug, and put it right in front of me. Nobody will see it. And it's got a USB plug, so I don't have to put it in that little headphone spot. So maybe I can use both at the same time because the other microphone I use has a little tiny pin. So we'll see. That's something to do for later. So who we got here today? All my regulars. I love it, you guys. You guys are great people coming every night. K Wayne, Southwest. Much love, you guys. Tommy as well. What do we got? Troublemaker, man. Good to see you again, brother. And everyone say hi to everyone. Panel of Verses in the house. Thank you, brother. Good advice. Hit the like button for us. We know the thing, man. Let's keep those numbers happening. And Jason as well. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for dropping in on us this evening. And much love to you and your club. I like you guys. I was so happy when Halton Hills chapter did an interview with me, man. She showed me a lot of like just that they're good people, and I appreciate your club guy, brother. So just so you know, and we've got a whole bunch to talk about today, biker news, but it looks like. But yeah, I gotta do a whole bunch of stuff before we get to that, do I? Yeah, let's do the other stuff we gotta do before we get to that. Otherwise, we're run out of stuff to talk about quick. The book, don't forget to get the book. Last month was good. Amazon sent me a little bit of money last month for Amazon sales, so I appreciate each and every one of you that got it. Type in One Night at the Playpen directly into the Amazon search bar, and the book will pop up. And you can order it there or get a hold of me, especially if you're in Canada. Um, I'll ship it to the States too. It costs a little more to ship to the States. But if you're in Canada, signed copy. You get the book, you get the cool little patch, $40 for the two of them, and I'll mail them right to your door. And I'll autograph the book to you. And if you're coming from the States, we got to figure out how to get the money to me still. And we got to figure out with exchange and the extra shipping if the cost changes at all. But that's what I got going for now, guys, is in the way of merch. I think I'm going to try to get t-shirts done. We'll put the small logo on the front and then expand the logo on the back. And I'm thinking about getting toques done. Might have to shrink the logo, shrink it down some, put on a toque. I think that'll look nice. And hoodies too, I guess. So if you're gonna do tees, you gotta do hoodies. And it's winter, so I'm gonna start working on that stuff next week. Also, if you're in a club or riding group or an organization like Bro or the Handwriters Group or anything like that, and you guys are already planning your events for next year, because I see a lot of people are starting to drop them onto Facebook, which I love. I save them all up, and that gives me my material for the shows for riding season. Is to tell you, hey, tomorrow night go to St. Catharines, and there's a nice ride going down there every Wednesday at the Legion or whatever happens to be, right? So I'd like to do a calendar next year. And so we got to work it out. If it's going to be a big money making event, pay me a little bit to put it in my calendar. Why not? You know what I mean? Um, if it's a weekly ride or something like that, or if it's a total fundraising thing, then we'll throw it in the calendar for free. So I think that'd be a fair way to do it. So we'll try to get a calendar going. Oh, I don't know what the mic. It's just a cheapie, bro. It's a Japanese microphone. Why don't you give it a whirl? It looks pretty cool. It's got some buttons on it. And it looks like it's got its own headphone plug on the microphone. So it might be interesting. It's cold in Canada. I expect the computer to require enough trust here to start the Titanic to get running. Hey, Rob, good to see you, bro. Did I say hi to everyone up there too already? Jason, yep, say hi to Jason. And what else we got? Grant, good to see you tonight. Grant, thank you for dropping in, brother. I always love you guys are all coming along and saying hi, man. I lost the chat. I don't know why. Sometimes it scrolls for me, and sometimes I got to scroll it. They say hi to you yet, Doug? Hello, Doug. Thanks for dropping in, my brother. Well, that's it. If I put that on the back of my t-shirt just properly, Biker News Canada on the bottom, I should expect at least one person to stop me next summer and say, hey, what the fuck's that? And I'm going to laugh my fucking balls off when it happens. You know? The book and patch thing, bro, we just got to make sure that that you can get the money up through PayPal. And if my PayPal works, I will ship it anywhere in the world. I don't care where it is. It's got to figure out the postage. If it's a little extra, I'll let you know. If it works out to be the same, I'll let you know. You know what I mean? And then same with you, troublemaker. Oh yeah, okay. You're telling me to use PayPal, yeah. And I do have a PayPal account worked up or set up. So as long as it goes through and everything works, it's not a problem. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to see, right? Yeah, PayPal. I think so, bro. I think that'll be the way. Um, I'm bjarvey67 at Gmail is my PayPal email thing that I use. And I think I'm going to talk. I was speaking to a fella. He comes from Harley's people. I don't know if he's a club member or a good friend or whatever, but he was talking to me about I talked to Harley about he's got a printing facility already. So I'll talk to him about doing a drop ship thing for apparel. So if it's uh, anything that he's printed, I'll get him to print it and ship it to you, and then we'll work out who gets what on our end, right? You know what I mean? So I think it'll be a good thing. So I'm going to get a hold of Harley tomorrow about that. So I'm hoping I can tell you that we have apparel coming like by next week, bro. I think it'd be wicked. Okay, I don't have one yet, Tommy, but as soon as I get all that stuff worked out, brother, I will 100% send you a link to it because it is better for merch to actually to have a merch page. And I think it's easy enough for me to make a merch page. But if it's you want something quick, as soon as I'm done talking to Harley, and I know he's okay to do a drop ship sort of a arrangement with me, then and I get my logo's digitalized already, and I'll send it to him, and then I'll let everyone know what the prices are, and we'll get it rolling like right away. I think it's time. I think it's time that I sold a little merch, and I got a little something back for doing this. Not that I expect nothing back from you guys, but I expect something back somewhere at some point, right? So that's where we're at. I appreciate you guys all agreeing with me and encouraging it. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, Tommy, I appreciate you that, brother. We'll get everything worked out. I'd like to do because my logo will be reversible, right? It can go on a black background or on a white background and reverse the color of the lettering, and it'll look fine either way. So I'd like to see what all we can offer. And I always like toques, man. That there's nothing I like better than a good, clean embroidered toque. I really like them. All right, that's cool. So Wes, I appreciate that. So that's what I'll work on next week and the rest of this week is getting the merch page up. Hey, Craig. Hey, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And I just sent one to St. Catherine's today. If you happen to be watching, you know who you are. Your book made it today to the mail. And I don't know what happened with the other one, if I forgot you or if it got eaten by the mail machine. I don't know. Maybe there's some Canada Post guy enjoying a good biker story. Who knows, right? But either way, brother, and I threw in a patch for you just because you had to wait and for the mix up. That's on me. And here's our story for today. This is all I got out of the whole Google machine. that the government in BC is taking another fucking run at at the Hells Angels out there, man. They want their stuff. They're always going and trying to get their fucking stuff off them. So here's the latest one. George, not right now. So here's our latest one, and of course, look at the headline they put up. I'm gonna take your message down for a minute, Doug. Mounties say local motorcycle club notorious few connected to Kelowna Hells Angels chapter. Who cares? Like, since when did all that become criminal? They really fucking try, don't they? They really got to stretch out. It must be budget time somewhere in the police world, right? Because there seems to be a few stories in Canada lately that really haven't covered anything fucking new, but have, just jammed down everyone's throat how bad motorcycle clubs are. So it's got to be budget time somewhere, man. So Mounties say they believe a Salmon Arm-based motorcycle club is working with the Kelowna chapter of the notorious Hells Angels motorcycle G-Word. Oh, geez, I don't even know if I can read this story. Look how it's worded. Is working with. What the fuck does that mean? Like, are they arranging the next toy drive? Are they fucking getting warm clothes together for the homeless? Or are you implying something nefarious in the Kelowna homepage fucking newspaper thing? You know what I mean? These guys are nuts. They gotta be, K. Wayne. It's gotta be. That's what. Oh man, I got behind a fucking new police vehicle the other day up by the police station. This thing looks like it rolled right in off the Ukrainian battle fucking line, man. It's not a police vehicle. It's a military vehicle. They don't fucking need that to get in any building in this city. This thing was radical. So yeah, there they go. It's corporate, whatever the hell. The Combined Forces Special Informant. So there they go. They got to make the budget for their new little Special Enforcement Unit, which means nothing, right? So the one guy confirmed what the other guy said, that they're a support club. Well, big fucking deal, man. BFD. I'm sure they heard of BFD before. He said the motorcycle club was first noticed in 2024. These guys fucking make me laugh, man. They just noticed them, dude. And they got a clubhouse in Salmon Arm. Okie dokie. Most clubs have a clubhouse, buddy. I can confirm that our outlaw motorcycle gang unit is aware of the notorious few. Whoa, man, that's heavy. They're promoted to a 3-piece patch MC in August. Oh my God. They make this so ridiculous. You can't stop laughing. Within the outlaw motorcycle club culture, the 3-piece patch consists of a top rocker, a top showing the club's name, a middle logo, and a bottom rocker showing the territory claimed, as well as a rectangular MC patch. What a load of hooky. But they're making me fucking laugh, I tell you what. Like, isn't that funny? Yeah, very one-sided, Vegan Cannibal. Very one-sided. Just the way that they write these stories. Like, the cop must have wrote the story and handed this to the reporter and said, put this in your newspaper. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's it, Doug. And that's it. If a bunch of people say, well, it's them guys, they probably deserved it. Well, we don't know where it stops, do we? And it never stops. The only thing I seen that crazy broad in Alberta doing correctly is saying that this new stupid Canadian gun law is if you're a legal gun owner, you don't got to give up them guns in Alberta. Don't hand them in. Don't sell them back. Keep them, which is obviously the correct stance. If they're not breaking any laws by owning these guns, then why the hell is the government taking these guns off of these people? The guns that they want aren't owned illegally, and you're not going to find them by looking through your fucking computer and saying who's got a gun license for a fucking Mac 9 because you bought it in the fucking alley. You're not going to find that one until it's been used or whatever, right? So every time they try to do something to get rid of a problem, and 16-year-olds in the ghetto with handguns is a problem, in my opinion. Doesn't matter what country it's in. It doesn't matter what skin color the person is. It's a problem. But it's not the kind of problem that you solve by taking legal gun owners' firearms out of their hands. Makes no sense. MMCT10, good to meet you, brother. Thanks for dropping in tonight. I think so, bro. I don't see them having any problem staying. Once they're set up, man, I believe that they're just gonna stay doing what they do. All the bikers in Canada have to keep doing good deeds and bring it to the news every day. Yeah, but you don't want to make it look like you're whitewashing. You know what I mean? Don't whitewash yourselves. But if you're doing it out of your heart, then yeah, fucking right, they need to do it. And then make the news find them. You know, don't broadcast it. Do a couple without any fucking press, just out of the and then keep doing it, right? If it's something you can do weekly or monthly and you can keep doing it and it's good for the people, man, then do it. Taking our guns away is another way to control us. Well, yeah, and you know, like we've anyone who's lived in Canada, you know, is my age. We're used to not having handguns in our possession. Some people can have them. It takes a big load of bullshit to get a license for it and blah, blah, blah. But for the general rule, most people don't have handguns. But now they're coming and taking away these other guns. And like I say, they're owned by legal gun owners. They're not doing anything nefarious with them. They're going fucking hunting. Or maybe they're going to go shoot an injured animal behind a barn. Right? Criminals won't register. Exactly. So this is so stupid. So the guns that they want aren't on no fucking list, on no computer and no registry fucking office. Because, you know, they came up in the back of a fucking something. They've really, really stuffed up the border seizures, I've noticed, since Trumpy Boy went nuts. They've grabbed, I think they said 6,000 kilos of dancing powder and a whole bunch of boom booms. Over the last 4 months. They've really tightened up. My favorite Harley Craig, I really, really loved my fucking Street Glide, bro. Had the 21-inch front. Yeah, lots of speakers in the fairing. I bought it like this. And it was a beautiful bike. It had real headers, true dual exhaust with the Reinhardt slip-ons. Had a nice growl to it. That's what I'm looking to replace. Just get me another one of those. It was an 08, not that new, so I can get one for around 10 grand, which I think will be my fucking budget for this year, man. Whose wife ran off with the... That sounds like it, doesn't it, Southwest? It sounds like it was written by a cop whose wife ran off with a biker. Thank you, too, MTC. What do I say you? How do I call you, bro? MM? Gotta have something to call you. We all chat a little bit on the this channel. When you see us live and you feel like chatting, just drop on in like you did today. We all chat a little bit in here. By all means, register so I know where to obtain. Yeah, exactly, right? Especially when, you know, they say things are gonna get shitty, and I think they will. It's never ending. They're gonna make it. We'll have to throw away Bob's fucking going through any licenses. Yeah, man. It's getting rough out there. And I hope you guys have noticed the other thing that's happened. And I'm fine with it because hopefully I'm getting in kind of near the ground floor. Obviously, guys like Mr. Beast and those clowns got in at the ground floor. But they're making us supply our own entertainment to ourselves. And, you know, eventually, I think anyways, all the television and the need for Hollywood and all that is going to go out the window, and they're all going to be streaming services, and there'll be no more cable TV anymore. The only reason I watch cable TV anymore is for my local news, which I can just look at my Google machine and get the same shit. You know what I mean? So I think that's in the entertainment world. is network TV. It should be shutting their doors within 5 years, I would think. And then now we're entertaining each other on YouTube, right? That's how I think it is. I enjoy St. Choice original members walking history of MC clubs. Yeah, that was so much fun. I was talking to some other people about finding me some other old legends from different clubs too. Hey, no, bro, how are you, bro? Street glide. No, you want all the stuff. See, and then my bike before the street glide was a Dyno. Oh, Dyno, you want a 109 Dyno? Sorry, you want the big one. Yeah, you can entertain yourself. Exactly. You've been to the fucking digger. You know how to entertain yourself, man. It is what it is, right? Oh yeah, right. I forgot about the story we were doing. So we got them, and they're confirmed. They're a club. We know all that now. And they got some photos on. If they're showing the photos, the cops are getting the photos off Facebook. It wasn't no secret anyway. I think Black Dragon did this fucking story ages ago. Why did it just hit in the Canadian news today? Now that I just saw that picture, look, it says 1 day ago. Oh no! Oh, it says October 3rd. Oh, it just hit it earlier. Because when I looked at it earlier, it said 1 hour ago. It is from October. Come on, monitor. Come make me. Come on. And then the other one we got is the Tyler Myers one that we did last night. Why this is an old story. As soon as I saw that picture, I was like, fuck, I saw Dragon do that story ages ago, and I didn't even cover it because I thought it was ridiculous. But the story I saw was something about the government was coming after another fucking clubhouse, I thought. What happened there? That's so weird, man. I think I glanced at it on my phone in the car. Oh, there it is. There it is. 1 hour ago. Isn't that fucked? I don't know what's going on here, fellas. Langley's Hells Angels avoid attempts to seize clubhouse. That's the story I thought I was doing. Well, let's do that story. That's what I meant to do, man. That's insane. Yeah, hurry up. Yeah, you caught up easy that time. No. I did a fucking October story. It took me till the end to figure out I fucking was on the wrong story. Part of the slab on my Weeder Blender too. I don't understand that, right? Was there anyone up there you thought would have done that work, bro? Like, why would they have to bring in people from Philippines? Of course, I wouldn't want to be up there. For how far up north is it? Is it freezing up there already? Heaters going, tarps, pump truck. Yep, the whole thing. The whole thing. I need dope. I think that's a great idea. You know, Harley hooking up, having making sure it's shiver. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna talk to Harley, see if he's got even time to do it. But one of the people I spoke to, again, I spoke to him because he does work with Harley and he's helping do a documentary, and he suggested it. So hopefully it'll all work out for me. I used to buy my 2011 Street Glide Black Legend suspension, 2-in-1 nasty bastard pipe is wicked. They got such a good line on them, those Street Glides, eh? They're a fucking sexy looking motorcycle if they're done right. And that 21 on the front just gives it the right stance. It gives it the right angles, I think. Yeah, you got that one, Doug. I regurgitated one from fucking October. My whole white crew is not white too. Too smart people. People don't want to do that anymore. Exactly. And the rebar guys used to make huge money. They go out there when they were 18. They come back with big, massive hands on them from tying steel and a good fat bank account, man. Now they don't even want to do nothing. I like the note of the hooker 2-in-1 or the super trap. Yeah, my first bike had a super trap. I kept blowing all them plates out the back of it. Fucking thing. Never had no luck with my super trap. Redneck tradesman, beer drinking, bike riding. Don't give a fuck anymore. I got that one, no. Fucking right. Well, the way that me and this fella were talking, because Facebook monetized my shit too. That's why I opened a Facebook page. So the Facebook page apparently is where I'm gonna see some sort of kickback from Facebook. So I got to put some more shit on that page, and then get this thing going so I can do memberships. And I'm getting rid of $4 grand a month out of my personal fucking bullshit. I should be able to live off my social media by January or so, and then not worry about it. If a heating and cooling job comes in, beautiful. It's extra money, but I don't need to fucking be worried about it anymore. And that's kind of where I want to get to. Then I can spend all day putting us a show together, and we'll have a wicked show every day. Not that I mind these shows. I like these shows just as good. So we got Langley Hells Angels avoid attempts to seize Clubhouse. So this got published today at 4:25 in the Chilliwack Progress. Looks like they got a nice place up here. What's the other picture look like? Yeah, looks like a nice place, man. Nice and big. Well done. So that's a gathering place for the White Rock chapter of the notorious outlaw biker G Word. The BC Civil Forfeiture Office has targeted Hells Angels clubhouses around Metro Vancouver, but Langley remains a stronghold for I don't know why, anyways, for the club. So on Wednesday, December 3rd, the province announced it is going to court to seize the properties belonging to the outlaw motorcycle G Word again. Wow. Chapters in Mission, the Hardside chapter in Surrey, and the Haney chapter in Pitt Meadows. Holy Christ, they're going after 3 of them now. What a money grab, eh? Because in the meantime, the club's got to get another clubhouse going. Fucking money, money, money. Then the lawyers get in. Money, money, money. And then if they keep your fucking place, money, money, money. What a bummer, man. It feels like, I don't know, it feels like there's something wrong with it. They went after 2 of them already, and now they're going after another 3. I think 1 or 2 more, and they've got all the charters in BC. They've taken all their fucking clubhouses. And there's something about the clubhouse. It's, if you've been in, it's sacred, man. It actually gets my blood boiling, and I'm not even affiliated to the Hells Angels in any way. But your clubhouse is sacred, man. And it fucking burns your ass to think the government's in there. And it's even worse. They tore ours down. London, St. Catharines, Windsor burnt down. I think that was, I don't know how it caught fire. We were in jail. And I think those 3, they knocked them down and sold the lots. And in London, they put a house for the needy, them houses? What the fuck they call them? But anyways, they put one of those houses up where the London Clubhouse used to be. Oh, yeah, that's cool, bro. Hey, Doug, I think you were telling me that. My phone doesn't speak very good English. Nobody's does. So the White House is acreage, eh? I can't believe that they're going after this club like that, man. Oh, fuck yeah, Grant. I'm already planning my comeback, bro. I just keep working and working. It's a lot of work, Bob. Social media work. Yeah, it is a lot of work, bro. It is a lot of work. It really is. It's not even just a little part-time little thing I can do for fun. It's work. Hey, Unknown, good to see you, bro. What do I can trust on? I can't believe this one. 3 clubhouses they're going after in one shot. That's insane, man. That's really insane. We're going to read more of the story and see what the reasoning they're giving. Yeah, go after all the fights. Oh, they're not going to go that far. No. You notice that? They always stop when they get to those ones that you mentioned in your comment. They always stop before they get to them, guys. It's incredible how that happens. Well, the government wants it for something, don't they, Gyro, man? I don't understand why they keep going after them. A house for the homeless. Be a shelter. Yeah, no, it was one of those Habitat for Humanity, I think they call it in Canada. And you apply for it, and if your family, and then the whole community comes and bangs it together real quick in a weekend or a week or something, and they give the family the house with a very small mortgage that they can uphold with the income that they have. They're probably like Walmart workers, and they're the working poor, right? Our whole country is full of the working poor. It's a fucking drag. The Donnie wanted Fire Harley did away with social media. Yeah, I've heard that too. I haven't gone looking myself. Like you say, it kind of lost its novelty when nothing happened last Friday, unfortunately. Well, yeah, I hear you, Tom. It is full time. It's all the same shit when they go after club. Yeah, they find a guy who sold drugs or shot someone who's in the club, then they think the whole club organize it. And that's how they do it, bro. That's exactly how they do it in Canada. They work the cases backwards without any real proof, but they start with all these stories in the newspaper and they got the public on their side already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that one, like George Christie said. Right, right, which is what we always said too. We always used to say in our club, like if they saw our fucking guys, they would not call it organized. Some of them guys, you couldn't organize to piss up in the brewery with them. So the new forfeiture case comes in the wake of a 2023, they waited 2 years, court decision that saw, they call them a gang all through this story, eh? That saw their Kelowna, Vancouver, and then Nanaimo clubhouses seized following a year-long legal battle. So they're willing to spend the legal money to take their clubhouses, eh? If successful in its new court actions, the government will leave the Hells Angels with few clubhouses remaining in the lower mainland, with the major exception of Langley and Coquitlam. It's where my aunt lived for a short time, Coquitlam. Langley has been home to both the White Rock and the West Point chapters of the club in recent years. Well, that's what they'll do. They'll have to consolidate a few chapters into one. So they got a clubhouse, right? You got to have someone to call home. The White Rock chapter was formed in '83 as the Hells Angels began spreading across BC and consolidated its influence over smaller independent biker clubs. It moved to its current Langley site. They give the address and everything, eh? Wow. Um, on something 61st Ave decades ago. A sizable gate, fences, hedges, and security cameras guard the 5-acre rural property near Milner. Sounds like a nice place, man. Like most neighboring properties, the site is zoned for rural use rather than the conventional P1 institutional zoning that is used for most gathering places and clubhouses, like the Canadian Legion or the Lions Hall in Langley Township. So what is that they're going to go after for zoning? According to the township, under ALR rules, rural sites can hold up to 10 gatherings a year. Hells Angels clubs are widely reported to require weekly meetings. They're going after them on zoning, guys. Wow. Just like they did Al Capone. They couldn't get him any other way, so they got him on taxes. Wow. Let's go back to the chat for a minute over here and see what you guys are saying. I guess if they take something, just wait a bit later on. So, by the way, it's haunted. Exactly, man. Exactly. We need a redneck government. Yeah, we ain't never going to get one, no. I had a lot of pushback on me saying in that Sunday's one that nobody in BC wants a pipeline. It's like, yeah, we do. It's the government that doesn't want them. Well, come on, guys. Who the fuck elected the government? Somebody had to. That's why they're in power. Hey, Ray, it's good to see you, brother. Thanks for dropping in this evening. Very cool. And Eyes of Raven also. Thank you for dropping in this evening, too. Thanks, guys. Anytime you see us live, drop on in and give us your 2 or 3 cents. Or just listen, whatever you want, man. And Mark, too, good to see you, brother. Old saying, we good, we done, never gets noticed, Bob. But the bad we get caught. News certain guys never goes away. Front page news forever. It certainly is. Or they try to make it that way, don't they? Is Bruce here too? Hey, Bruce, how are you? Mr. Inch? Nice. So let's see what their craziness about this fucking zoning. I can't believe they're going to get them with a zoning fucking thing because they have meetings. They can't. Well, I guess they can. They're doing it. The city of Surrey has attempted to block the Hartside chapter from using a rented Surrey home as a clubhouse with a civil action that began in 2020. Wow, arguing they are violating local bylaws. The case has been moving slowly through the courts and is currently scheduled to go to trial in February 2027. Holy fuck, not even next year. A year after next year, if we remember. What the fuck? In 23, the White Rock chapter clubhouse in Langley was the site of a huge gathering to celebrate the chapter's 40th anniversary. That's a long time. Good on them. With numerous police watching as local bikers and guests from across Canada entered and left. The West Point chapter is one of the newest full chapters in the province, formed in 2012 and reportedly an offshoot of the White Rock chapter. It was originally planned to establish a clubhouse in Surrey, but according to media reports at the time, the RCMP Superintendent Bill Fordy publicly announced that the Surrey RCMP would strongly resist their efforts to put down roots there. After 2012, reports had the West Point chapter meeting in informal settings in Langley, including upstairs from a pub and later in a rented house on acreage in South Langley. Well, exactly. If they're going to have a meeting, they can fucking rent a hotel room. According to Corporal Tom Saunders of BC Combined Forces Special Enforcement Unit, he must feel special. He's got more letters than anyone else. Usually it's the BEU. This guy's got special enforcement and combine. He's in there. So anyway, what's up his ass? The West Point chapter were most recently located in a leased industrial unit at Production Way in Langley. Since we have began civil proceedings on many of the Hells Angels MC clubhouses, many landlords have declined not to renew the lease. He did a decided not to renew the lease to the Hells Angels. Well, obviously that's under pressure. And that's not right either. That should be against their charter also, man. These guys are getting boned. They're going to need so much money for lawyers, man. Since we have all been, most try not to, for fear of civil proceedings against them. This was the case with the Hells Angels West Point chapter clubhouse. They vacated that site in 23. Since being ousted from that location, they have used other sites for club meetings. Exactly what I just say. If they want to have a meeting, they're going to figure it out. They're not stupid people and have not overtly advertised where they are gathering. Again, it's a meeting. It's not for the public anyway, you bums. We anticipate the other clubs will be taking a less overt approach to advertising their clubhouse locations moving forward. That's all you guys ever managed to do is drive what you think is criminal activity more underground. When it comes the day that they won't let us wear a patch or they won't let a biker and an MC wear a patch, they will stop wearing patches and wear a ring or something on their clothing that the other guys in will know. You know what I mean? You don't got to wear a big 3-piece patch. It's just done now out of that's the norm. That's what everyone expects. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know, bro. They're fucking coming at them, bro. They're coming at them bad. Aggravated jaywalk, exactly, bro. Like they're the shit they're saying and the way they word that article, man. My God, what a fucking joke. What a joke. Scrap iron. Good to see you, bro. I had to clear my car off of snow 3 fucking times today. That's enough winter already. I quit. I can't do it no more. That's why I don't vote, because it's going to get too much of the same. Yeah, unfortunately, that's my opinion too. I got a lot to say about politics. I don't bother fucking voting most of the time Because it doesn't matter if it's this asshole or that asshole. They're all going to treat us the same. They don't give a fuck about us. Got to make it on your own. And if you got to do what you got to do, then you got to do what you got to do. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. And then they cry and wonder why people do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Fucking bullshit. White Rock in Vancouver is beautiful. All along the ocean, go down to Stevenson and Richmond. Nice, bro. My buddies lived in Vancouver. I spent a week out there between Vancouver and Whistler. We had such a good fucking time, man. Hey, no problem. No problem. Is that you, Maddie? Good to see you, brother. So I'll know it's you from now on when I see unknown in there. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you dropping in, my brother. You don't survive 40 years there if town hates you. Well, exactly, right? They've been there 40 fucking years. Now the cops think they're a problem. But the other 39 years, they were cool. They don't make no sense, man. I rewind the life from the beginning. Oh, okay. I know. That's okay. The first story was an old story because I clicked on the wrong thing. Some days I'm not as fucking together as I should be. Why rent when you can build? Exactly. But I think when it comes to clubhouses and shit like that, sometimes it's in your interest to rent because then there's nothing to seize except for maybe the shit inside, which is oftentimes not replaceable. That really bummed me out, the shit they took out of our clubhouse. Man, they're like the stuff in there, a big neon sign that said, "Oh, well," with a big Charlie in neon in Canada. Fuck, man, it was beautiful. Not going to get that again. They got members, Bob. They're very schooled in law. I believe people will want to do pro bono work. Because who's next? Yeah, that's true. That's a good way to look at it, eh, Doug? Because that's true. One group to the next group. It's not rocket science, exactly, bro. It's not rocket science. The band patches and there's 3 times worse biker violence. I was going to ask one of these days what happened with that. BC is best riding summertime around the lakes. Yeah, I bet you, eh? I bet you. Damn if you do and damn if you don't. So I was said, I'll do what's best for me. Worry about what comes. That's all you can do. That's all you can do, guys. That's okay, no grow. I always catch what you're saying. But yeah, so there we go. 3 more clubhouses worth of legal bills coming at the Hells Angels in British Columbia. Yes, they're well entrenched in that province. Yes, they've probably made tons of money. But as a club, no. As individual guys inside that club, yes. And when, like you say, after you've been in one place for 40 fucking years, you can't say the neighbors didn't like you. But here it goes. Another round for 81 out in British Columbia, man. That's a real bummer. All right, K. Wayne, thank you for dropping in, brother. You have a great night. And that's it. Thank you, Tommy. You guys have a great evening. I appreciate you guys always dropping by. You make this fun to do, man. You really make it fun to do. So thanks, everyone. And we'll be back tomorrow. Black Dragon and Chrome from Lost Gypsies live for an interview right here, Biker News Canada, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Grant, and good night, everyone. Love ya.